Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. 13 yards. First down, Cardinals. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Rams hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time to Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Call that a very strong score after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 37-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
They'll look to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now a deep one for Johnston. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cardinals 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the talent. On 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. To see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. And when it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 60.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he's going to go down here and safe. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
At the 34-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
40 got. 40 got. 20 lady.
Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
180.
Now it's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 11-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
32. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Barr. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing is Stafford. And a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Devontae Adams to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
The Cardinal first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are back within a score. And that flag accepted. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's good. Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So that one is 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Evades him at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On the throw running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time.
And the Cardinal first down.
Back to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Third down.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line. The
LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. And he'll get in there. End zone touchdown Rams. Davante Adams, 65 yards. And the Rams get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cards are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Back to throw, Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
40 got.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
50.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And got his man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Walter Nolan collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the yellow line for him to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easy.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football.
Is a turnover on down.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Back to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they haven't called on him all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Monday. Ready, Libra. Blue 60. Pretty hot.
Now it's Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here comes second down. Stafford now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And, it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often.